Hey, it's your boy Hendo checking in, coming to y'all with another video. And today we got the hantavirus reached the U.S. soil. We got your daily update for the hantavirus. I'm gonna be keeping up with it, but before we get into the video, I just want to let you know, don't be fearmonger by these videos because this is all by design. I feel like you got to think about it. Midterms are coming up. Trump needs a way to stop the voting. You know what I mean? And unleashing a virus with no cure would be a good way to quarantine, stop voting, and do everything he wants to do. Or there could be other reasons at play. You never know. But don't let it fearmonger in you. Just let's think about why this is happening. But let's get into your update.
I'm going to go ahead and let everybody know now. Anybody going on vacation, anybody getting on a boat, getting off the boat, going to go build a boat, 23 passengers from the hantavirus infected cruise ship has returned home, including to the U.S., and one is already sick. Hantavirus has an unalive rate of over 40%, while COVID-19 had only 1%. Yeah, listen, back to COVID rules. Your ass cough and it's more than 2 times. If you don't get away from all of us, we about to do something to your ass. Listen, this hantavirus thing ain't nothing to play with. All that vacation stuff, you coming back and going straight to work from the airport, yeah, come in here and look like you under the weather. Yeah, we gonna put your ass under a desk. Listen, this hantavirus thing is a serious situation, y'all. This is like a black plague type of thing. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Please be careful out here. If you know somebody that's been on a cruise ship lately, because we don't know if this is the only cruise ship. We don't know how this thing is about to go, y'all. And right now, it's better to have precautions. I know it's getting hot outside. I know y'all, you know what I'm saying, ready to party and stuff like that. Be careful, because 40% over 1% of what COVID did, and we know how COVID was. That was only unalive rate of 1%. This thing has a 40% chance of unaliving you. Please be careful. Y'all know my rule. If you got to get strict, stay away from this. Listen, I'm just here to bring y'all the news. It's getting rough out here, y'all. I'm just the messenger.
I have an update on the hantavirus situation. You guys might not like it though. Today is Thursday, May 7th, and it is currently 9:16 a.m. So the passengers from the hantavirus-linked cruise ship have now returned to the United States, including people currently being monitored in Georgia and other states. So what exactly is happening right now? First, make sure that you hit that follow button for continued updates and share this so more people can stay informed with verified information without the panic and clickbait. There have been several new important developments in just the past 24 hours regarding the MV Hondias situation. Authorities are now monitoring 8 total confirmed or suspected cases, 3 confirmed deaths, and the outbreak is linked to the Andes strain, the only hantavirus known to allow limited human-to-human transmission. So what's happening with the cruise ship? Well, the MV Hondias is currently traveling towards Spain. It is still carrying around 150 passengers and crew under monitoring protocols. Several passengers have already been medically evacuated, hospitalized in countries including South Africa, Switzerland, the Netherlands, and Germany. One of the flight attendants who reportedly assisted the infected Dutch woman during the repatriation flight has now been hospitalized in Amsterdam with possible symptoms. Officials are still investigating whether it's an actual hantavirus. Because of this, international contact tracing is expanding. Health agencies across multiple countries are now actively tracing cruise passengers, flight passengers, airline crew members, and close contacts of infected individuals. The countries involved now include the United States, Switzerland, France, the Netherlands, Germany, United Kingdom, Denmark, and South Africa. The Georgia Department of Public Health says that they are currently monitoring 2 Georgia residents who were on board the ship and have since returned home. Officials say that both individuals are in good health, showing no symptoms, but are still following CDC guidance and monitoring procedures. In addition to this, there are individuals who are also being monitored in Arizona and California. Health agencies are being cautious because some passengers left the ship before the outbreak became widely known. The Andes hantavirus has now been confirmed in multiple patients from the cluster. But the CDC and World Health Organization still say that the overall public risk remains low. In addition to this, none of the monitored U.S. passengers have tested positive or shown illness thus far. So right now, it's more of a monitoring and precaution situation, and there is no evidence of widespread U.S. transmission. Health agencies across Europe are now tracking passengers who left the ship earlier, monitoring close contacts, and advising some passengers to isolate for up to 45 days as a precaution. The World Health Organization and European health agencies are especially focused on roughly 40 passengers who disembarked before the outbreak became public, and on passengers from flights connected to medical evacuations. Experts are saying that even though the Andes hantavirus can spread between people, experts continue to stress that transmission is typically rare, usually requires close, prolonged contact, and it does not spread like COVID through casual exposure. Lastly, the investigators increasingly believe that the origin exposure may have happened during a bird watching / landfill excursion in Argentina before the voyage and potentially involving rodent contaminated environments. There is still no evidence of widespread community transmission, and there is no indication of a COVID level scenario thus far. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch my video. My name is Viola. Make sure you hit that follow button so you can stay up to date on what's happening with this hantavirus situation or any other current events. As always, I hope you guys have a fabulous day and enjoy the rest of your week.
Hey guys, what's up? So I'm coming to you as a nurse right now. I'm coming to you as somebody who is solely I'm planted on health and keeping people informed on preventative care. What you've been seeing lately, people getting sick and really can't shake it, it's something way bigger than we ever thought. We thought COVID was a problem. Sarge, we have something on our hands, for real. There's been people in and out the ER with signs and symptoms of a cold, but way bigger than a cold. Like it's something no antibiotic or no medicine could fix. And to see that all these people are stuck on this cruise ship right now with the hantavirus definitely draws in what we've been seeing. Guys, this is no coincidence. Please be aware. Please educate yourself on what's going on in this world right now. We are dealing with something that is so ungodly and so unfair to us as a human race, because it's just one thing after another. You know what I'm saying? And I just pray that everybody keeps themselves safe, keep yourself healthy, limit the places that you go. Honestly, put yourself on lockdown. I'm putting myself on lockdown. I'm going to work, really desensitizing, really cleaning my body, my inside and out. So I just don't want it to get any crazier than it has to be. We've been through something like this before, but I honestly feel like this is going to be so much heavier. And I just hope everybody stays safe. Hope everybody, hug each other. Tell them you love them. It's that real. It's that real right now.
So there is a deadly virus that we do not have the cure to, and we had an opportunity to keep it quarantined to one boat with 180 people, but you let them off the boat. Now 3 people are being quarantined in Washington, America. 1 person is being quarantined in Germany. Another person is being... 3 people or something like that are being quarantined in the Dutch Netherlands. 1 person is in critical condition in South Africa. 1 person, 3 people are unalived. 3. Y'all don't learn your lessons, do you? Yep, it's your boy Youngstar63, Fat Jared the DJ. I need you to like, comment, follow, share, and get into this, because they're not going to give you a stimulus this time. They not. Stop it. Cut this out right now. I'm going to need you to get those 3 people together in one room. Nobody leaves. Sometimes we need to just realize that Darwinism is a real thing. Survival of the fittest is a real thing. Whatever is going on this planet is happening, and it's the way God intended it to happen. Them people was never supposed to get off that boat, because why would you let these people off this boat if you knew we did not have a cure for it? In this entire big old world, it originated in Argentina. Somebody from Germany has passed away. 3 people in America are now being quarantined. The ship's doctor is in critical condition. He is severely sick. They're not telling you that. Now they telling everybody. But the ship's doctor, sick as hell. What do y'all not learn? Do we not learn? They telling us in America that there's really no domestic threat right now. We shouldn't be too worried about it. Y'all said the same thing when they started coughing in Wuhan, China. I'm just saying, that's what y'all said. And then let a whole 3-4 years later, the little babies still don't know how to be social because they didn't go to school for 2 years. Not in the y'all stop this shit now. What is wrong with y'all? First mom Donnie with this easy pass, and now the world government and the World Health Organization just making bad decisions. What do you mean you let them off the boat? You let them off the boat. Back to mask we go.
Let's give you guys an update on the hantavirus. If you do not know and you're not keeping yourself informed of what's going on in the world right now, just because it's not near us here in California or San Diego, please be informed, okay? If you've been living under a rock, you should know about the hantavirus. How it's spread through feces and pee from rodents. And I'm not talking about the rodents at PetSmart. I'm talking about the rodents like in the wild. So don't worry about your little Stewart inside of your kitchen. You're not going to get hantavirus, okay? Listen, it is contracted from person to person. There is updates going on as we speak. They are doing everything they can to caution transporting everyone from that cruise ship in vehicles protected, almost looking like some sort of 28 years later movie, okay? So if you're not informed, keep informed, but do not panic. Don't panic, because this isn't like some sort of horror movie, is it? Is it? Shit, I don't know.
I didn't think this could get much worse. I was wrong. As you may have heard yesterday, a Spanish citizen, a woman who is a passenger on the hantavirus cruise ship, who is currently on it, did an interview with a very respected newspaper there. I would say like the equivalent to like the New York Times in Spain. Anyhow, did an interview with them and said that there were 23 passengers who had gotten off the ship at the same time as the 69-year-old widow. And everyone said, oh my gosh, 23 passengers, that's crazy. Wrong. Reuters actually came out this morning and said it was 40 passengers. 40 passengers got off the boat in St. Helena and went to wherever they went to. Apparently, of the 47 of them were Americans. There have been confirmations that these passengers went to California, Arizona, Georgia, and Virginia. Now, a lot of people have been talking about Texas. I personally cannot find any information about Texas other than people in my comment section. If you see anything about Texas, please tag me in it. I really need to know. But as of right now, none of them are showing symptoms and they are all being monitored. There were 2 passengers of the 40 that are British citizens apparently and went back to the UK. They also are being monitored and are showing no symptoms. And before we get to this next part, I want to make sure everyone is clear on this. The WHO, the World Health Organization, is saying this is nothing like COVID. It does not spread as easily as COVID did, that you have to have prolonged and close contact with somebody who is sick in order to get this. That being said, there's another little bit of information that came out today. So the 69-year-old widow who disembarked in St. Helena with her husband, who then flew from St. Helena to Johannesburg, was actually supposed to get on a flight from Johannesburg to Amsterdam. And she, in fact, did get on that flight. She boarded that flight. But she was so ill that it was deemed that she could not continue on the flight, and a flight attendant helped her off that flight. And now that flight attendant is ill. Does the flight attendant have it? I don't know. She is being tested for it, but as of right now, she is just showing symptoms. So she is in the hospital and she is being monitored. We have, again, the French flight passenger who is in France, also with symptoms and being monitored. No word yet on whether or not their tests come back positive, but I'm sure we'll find out soon. And just to add sprinkles on top of this Sunday, the ship is currently on its way to Tenerife, where it will dock. And if you are a passenger on it and you are asymptomatic, you get to leave the ship. Where are you going to go? Depends on where you're from, and it depends on what your country's requirements are going to be. But you get off the ship. If you're a Spanish citizen, you have to quarantine in Spain for 2 weeks. They're going to take you straight from the ship to a hotel, and you're stuck there for the next 2 weeks. But everybody else, you're on your own. I got my toilet paper today. I'm good. Don't forget to put your Walmart order in.
You know what's pissing me the fuck off? Let me mute my TV. What's pissing me off is that we have all this technology. We got AI, we got all this stuff in the world. And a fucking pandemic is right here on our ass. A pandemic literally is right here on our ass. What the fuck do we have the technology for if we're not gonna fucking use it? Why would they let these people off the boat? We literally just dealt with COVID. Why the fuck would y'all let them off that boat? Honestly, y'all could have kept their asses in the middle of the ocean. Y'all could have sent food, gas, whatever the fuck y'all needed to do. Y'all did not have to let those people off that boat. And then it only makes me think the people that are in power in all countries, not just America, but in all countries, do y'all don't fucking use y'all brain? Did we literally just not go through COVID? Are y'all dumb? Why would y'all let them off? And then another thing is, what y'all really trying to hide? What's the reason for letting HANTAVIRUS onto the fucking land? Because there's 2 people that's in Georgia now. 2 people that got off that ship, they're in fucking Georgia. A flight attendant has already got sick from one of the passengers that got on the fucking flight. I don't remember what flight it was from, but a flight attendant who was on the flight with the passenger for a few hours. Now, they said that it takes, 4 to 8 weeks for the person to see symptoms and whatnot. The flight attendant was only on there a few hours, and she's already sick. What are y'all trying to hide? What is the reason why y'all bought HANTAVIRUS to all these other countries? What is the real reason? That's what I really want to know, because they covering up something. There is a reason why, out of the fucking blue, there's no cure, no nothing, no vaccine for this virus, and it's just here, just randomly. Who tested the people on the boat that figured out that they had HANTAVIRUS? What testing facility? Because I know the boats is really not equipped for all that type of shit. They not. Who tested them? Who tested them? Who had to test for the HANTAVIRUS? I want to know. Because this is bullshit. I know for a fact y'all are trying to kill off some people. I don't know what's going on, but something's not right. Something's not right. They're covering something. These countries are getting together. I don't know if they're trying to kill people or what's happening. Something's not right. We got too much fucking technology in this world, and too many smart fuckers, supposed to be smart people in this world to have this shit happen again. Again, this is a cover up for something. Mark my words.
Yeah, bro, it's just crazy. Like dude was saying, like, why would you not quarantine those people on the boat? Why would you let them off? And you want to know a weird thing that happened to my girl today? So she's a waxer. She waxes females. And she said a lady came in with a mask on. And she's like, why do you have a mask on? And she's like, well, some of my coworkers said they were sick. And I just got back from vacation, so I'm just trying to be safe. And she's like, where'd you come from? Colombia. So that's why I'm like, damn. You know what I mean? Nobody's safe. You don't know what's going on. You know what I mean? It's just like the COVID days. So don't be scared. Let's just try to stay healthy, get ourselves healthy, grow your own food, because you know they're poisoning you with the food. Try to, stay away from people as much as possible. People you don't know where they've been. Like, of course, your family, your immediate family, of course, you can be around them. It shouldn't be a problem. But people you don't know where they've been, people who just got off vacation, things like that, we ain't fucking with it. Stay 10 feet back, motherfucker, or get 10 shots in you. We ain't playing, boy. That's what I'm saying. Like, and the places they're gonna try to hit with this, the black community, we always the most least taken care of when it comes to health, the health system, period. You know what I mean? Black women die at birth at higher rates than any other woman. You know what I mean? Although they're the strongest woman alive. So it's sick. You know what I mean? It just shows the lack of care for us in the health system. So it's up to us to look out for each other, our family, our kids, and make sure that we're all safe. I'll be back with another update for the hantavirus tomorrow. I'm going to keep updating you guys as much as you can, so subscribe if you want to see these updates, if you want to keep up to date with it. You know what I mean? Don't be scared, be informed. Don't be in fear, be informed. And we good. Hey, it's been your boy Hendo. I appreciate y'all for checking in, though, and we out.